welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings. I've changed the format and I've changed the timing. This is for, I've been working on this for a while. This is for April the 30th through to April the 6th. I'm kind of doing like a long weekend and into the next week. I've changed the schedule up a bit. And I've changed the format of the readings, and because this is about transformation, guys. This is about looking deep at what's working for you and what isn't. And so I've had some time to really work things out, and technically I had to work on things. And I really think I'm going to like this new schedule. And also loads of people do readings from Monday, through to the next Sunday. So this will be nice for you to see a fresh perspective, perhaps, So these are for your sun, moon, and rising, guys. So check out your sun, moon, and rising. All the links to everything will be in the show more section on a computer, and it's a little arrow under the video which will give you all the links. It'll show you the description box below what's going on. Now I have also got a totally different spread too that I have designed for these readings, and I'm kind of excited about these too. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much to my patrons and the members of my channel. I really appreciate you guys. You make me feel valued. You do. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go to your cards, shall we? Okay, Aries, welcome to your reading for Thursday, the 30th of April through May the 6th. Wednesday, May the 6th. So there's a lot going on astrologically. I will put a separate video out for that. And so here we go. This is your significator card. So this is the general energy for the week or long weekend, however you look at it. And this is the Eight of Pentacles, you see? This is all about studying. This is known as the Apprentice card. Now, you see all these coins right here on the side? If you really put your mind to it and learn something new, spend this time to really kind of look. Listen, we have all these planets going retrograde we have Pluto at the moment is retrograde, but we have 3 other planets going retrograde in March. And that is a time to go within. It's a time what I'm getting for this could be not necessarily a new course in study, but definitely a way focusing on something creative that feeds your soul, Aries. It's a time to look. He's so focused on creating something, and he has the promise of all these coins coming down. So if you have a hobby, or if you have something like you've been working on your life purpose. You've been working on, learning it. This could be actually taking a course in study, but it can also be assessing what I'm getting is it's about feeding your soul. This is about asking, what do you love to do? I mean, simply love to do. Even though some people may say, "God, that's really hard work." But to you, it's not, because it's such a joy that you lose time when you're doing it. It's that kind of thing. It's like really immersing yourself in creating something or learning about something that's just like, I get like that with astrology when I'm learning more and more, and I find something new and exciting, and I get all excited, and that's why it's, I'll say I was sharing something with my friend and telling him how excited I was, and he was like, it was going right over his head. He wasn't getting it. So that's why it's lovely to have like-minded people. I share my excitement and my new discoveries with my fellow astrologers. So because they get just as excited as I do. So I'm really getting that this is a time for you to feed your soul, darling. This is like, we have this time. Some people are getting up and going out right now, but some people are still in lockdown and, can't go anywhere. So this is important. An important time to do that assessment, to go within, to do something that feeds your soul. You have the time right now. Let's do it. And the next card out for you, Aries, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card. Look, she's stuck, right? She's stuck. She's got the blindfold on. She's tied up and she's got these swords around her and she can't see that really there's a way out, but she feels stuck and obviously she's bound, right? The thing is, when the Eight of Swords comes in to a reading, this is your own imprisonment. You've imprisoned yourself here. This is your thought process. This is you feeling stuck. So some people are in quarantine and lockdown and they're frustrated and they want to get out. And others, like me, I'm loving it because I can do all this stuff and study and I don't feel guilty about not doing other stuff. I immerse myself in feeding my soul and I don't feel stuck at all. I feel free. I feel the antithesis of this. And so this is what you have to understand. This is your own self-imprisonment. Listen, you don't have to be in prison to imprison yourself. Your mind can restrict you. So when the Eight of Swords comes in, it's saying, take off the blindfold, darling. Come out of that self-imposed prison. You are free. What are you going to do? Feed your soul. Do something really creative. Get your hands in the dirt. Get your hands in the dirt or, in paint or something that's like tactile. Do something tactile with your hands, something like that. Now, the next card out is the World. And look at that. When the World comes into a reading, and it's so interesting, look, there's 4 fixed signs right around the world. And we're in Taurus season, right? We've got this full moon coming up in Scorpio. And that's also a fixed sign. So Scorpio, water, but fixed. And that's coming up on the 7th. So I just want to mention that because we are coming to some endings and culminations. And I think we're moving towards less restriction for some people. I think New York is supposed to lift a certain amount of restrictions on the 15th of May so far. Unless they update it. But I'm already seeing more people out daily. People are moving out a bit more. Now, the World is saying that the universe is going to support you in a life change. Well, let me tell you something, guys. The whole world has changed. And I don't know if we'll ever get back exactly to the way it was. I think this is a big wake-up call. I think it's huge. I mean, we've had all this Capricorn energy and now things are starting to move into air, right? So it's been very heavy, earth, tied down, restricted, heavy. We are spiritual beings on this physical journey, right? So earth is very binding. It's bound. And we have the nodes also moving into 2 air signs. They've been in Capricorn in Capricorn and Cancer, and it's air and fire. I mean, it's been in earth and water, and now it's going into air and fire, the two nodes, and that is going to be a huge shift in energy too. So we've got, and it's been in. I want to say the nodes have been in Capricorn and Cancer for 18 months. So we're going to see what's happening with the, but that's a whole other video too. Anyway, I digress. So the world comes into a reading when you have the opportunity to completely change. And I'm getting that this is a really good time for you to do exactly what you love. I feel that more artisan energy is coming in. People are looking at more quality as opposed to quantity. So I feel we're coming into a quality consciousness. And so, perhaps you're going to create something, some handcrafted something. Perhaps, I don't know. But there's opportunities here galore. And there's an opportunity for you to look, you can do the same old things and you will get the same old results. But I feel that this is not about doing the same old thing. This is about making a complete 180 change and doing something completely different. Now, if you do have a job, I am definitely not saying don't quit your job. I'm going to say that. Do not quit your job, guys, and think that this is carte blanche to do what you're supposed to do. Some people take that... they get nudged to do things and they think Spirit's telling them to quit their job and just do it and they're going to be provided for. But you really need to be smart. We are in this three-dimensional world and we do have to kind of live in this plane, and we've got certain responsibilities that we need to survive and flourish. So you can do things in your spare time. And right now, if you're in quarantine or lockdown, then you have a lot of spare time. So this is your opportunity to, branch out and do something that you love. And the universe has your back. Now, the next card out is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is about moving on. Look, to me, when the Six of Wands comes in, it's like saying it's a fear. There's certain fear about wanting to move on or getting in the boat to move on. Now, you see here, there's these choppy waters and there's calmer waters over here and there's greener pastures. And even though this journey may be... the water might be a bit choppy, you might feel that it's dangerous. It's the fear of the unknown. And we are going to get some fear in here. There's a lot of aspects going on, but I'm going to do a separate astrological reading for that, guys. So hang in there for that. Because there's a lot going on. There's Mercury conjunct the Sun. There is Venus square to Neptune. That can be fear. It can be deception. It can be, depending on where it lands in your chart. But whatever is going on with you, it is time for you to move on. Now, this can be moving on from your behaviors. It can be moving on from your belief system or your perception of life. This is really, it's so important, guys, to raise our vibration during this time. It's very difficult to have a high vibration when you're looking at mainstream media. It's very important that you find a way to enjoy life, whether it's through music. The music can raise your vibration. If it's meditation. If it's, exercising, in the house, or if you're allowed to, outside with a mask on, take precautions, but do what you love, what takes you out of your mind, because we are in this transitional year and there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of suffering. And even when we suffer, this is a time, I'm telling you, this is a time to, and when you meditate, you can get out of the rabbit hole, the monkey brain, as we call it in meditation. You can get to a place of acceptance. And when you get to that place of acceptance, you can find your power within. And that power it's like you'll find the strength, and that will empower you. And you can then see opportunities. You can see a way forward, and it's a brighter way forward. But you must move on from that old perception or way of thinking. If you've gone down that negative rabbit hole, pull yourself up. Look, I'm not saying deny your feelings. We all feel that. You know, we all go to that place of sometimes, right? That, oh my goodness. And then, but listen, I was in it yesterday and I meditated and I came out and I got busy and I was doing things and it was great. You know, things change. When we change our perception, things change. So Aries, that is your reading. If you would like to see this extended reading that I have put together, you can go to my website and download the extended reading for $5, or you can become a patron for $5 or more, and you will get access to every extended reading that I do free of charge. I'll give you, if you're a $5 or more patron, you will get a code that lets you, each week I'll give you one to download the extended readings. Now, you can also become a member of my YouTube channel. The membership is the Superstar membership for $4.99. You will also get access to this video for the extended reading if you are a Superstar member of my channel. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next Thursday. I'm also going to be doing a live feed on love and finance, probably on the 30th or the 1st of May, for the first half of May. Guys, thank you.